Hi everybody, today we're going to finish up my series on Marvel Crisis Protocol Fantastic Four alternate sculpts, and today this is I'm going to share the most realistic painting I've ever done. I painted the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, as invisible. And used a special Games Workshop technical paint to do this, and I'm quite proud of the painting I've done. Now, because Sue Storm's invisible, or when she's invisible, I thought it would be appropriate to have an invisible base, a base where she's invisible. I've done this with the Hero Clicks. I just pried her figure off and, use a dial. But anyway, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the way that I do bases. It works for me. I'm not a fan of the MCP vases that come in, with the packages, because just somehow it just doesn't seem right to have maybe Craven the Hunter, to quote Def Leppard. There's a tree growing out of some kind of industrial thing, when the base is like all, just a plain sidewalk or some grill plating, stuff like that. So what I do is I just take the base. This is just your standard wooden base. And I put Games Workshop Astro Granite Debris, or Debris for people across the pond. I just kind of, put that on with the tool. It texturizes the base pretty well. And, I do that for, most of the figs. Except for the Black Widow, I think I'm going to put it on an industrial-looking base. But that's how I do the bases, and this is the Invisible Sue Storm. And I found out that there's 3 companies that I've been using that have the alternate sculpts for Marvel Crisis Protocol. One is Legendary Miniatures, and the other one is Trident Miniatures. I'll put a link below because I forget which one's which. But anyway, here's Sue. This one came out at, I think, 25mm than the 40mm that that Marvel Crisis Protocol is set. There's not enough detail on the face to really worry about it, but and I painted this like I did Mr. Fantastic. I used contrast paint for the face, and let's see if I can get it out of the shadow, but here we go. Contrast paint, Guillemot Flesh for the flesh, and Agros Dawn for the hair, for blonde hair, and then I used the Apothecary White for the invisible effects, and there you go. That was the extent of the contrast paint that I did. Then for her suit, I used I just kind of went old school, painted dark Prussian blue by Vallejo, and German gray for her black gloves and anything black on there, and then for the uniform, dark Prussian gray again, and then I kind of maybe wet blended a little bit and layered it up to just a dark blue, so you kind of get that blue effect. Here's the back, and like I said before, this fig is it looks like it's 20mm. We'll compare it to the other Sue Storm I did. And I have a third Sue Storm where she's on her knee. That's from C27. She's on her knee doing the effects, her invisible effects. And this one, the face kind of fought me a little bit. Kind of had to go paint the white over, and it's still not the way I like it. I might maybe do a really thin wash with Agros or the Agros, not Agros. The I can't think of the name of the paint, but the paint for the ink. Either Reichland Flesh or the other brown, the other brown ink by Games Workshop. I kind of got tired of putting Guillemot Flesh, not having it work out, painting it white. There was a point. This was the point where if I put any more white on there, there would be no detail at all, and it looked like she'd be wearing a hockey mask. Gareth Doon for the hair, and the layering technique for the uniform. So there's the Fantastic Four. I'll put a link below. You can get these from one of the 3 one of the three companies I mentioned. Link, where's my finger? The link will be below. Jotunheim Studio on Etsy. They have the stuff. One of them has the cards for Marvel Crisis Protocol for, I think it's Legendary. They have cards. They have the cards for their aftermarket figs. And if I eventually play Marvel Crisis Protocol at my friendly local gaming store, those will be the cards I use, because I will demand to be able to play the Fantastic Four, the greatest. To me, that's the greatest world. It is the world's greatest comic magazine. Okay, thanks for watching. Put your link below. How would you have painted Sue? And then I have the other three Fantastic Four members. I have Mr. Fantastic, Ben Grimm, and the Human Torch. And just check those videos out. Put a comment below. Thanks for watching. Bye now.